Hey, it says I'm live. Woohoo. Oh, and I'm right on time too. It's 7 o'clock. Well, g'day, Terrell Time and Southern Pacific. Oh, the Southern 207 Hobbies says hi. So, g'day. And we got John, Container Man 68's pulled over to the side of the road because he's back to work now. So, g'day, brother. How are you? Model Railer, nice to see you in here, buddy. It's been a while. I've been trying to catch your live streams, but every time I get to them, it's like just streamed like 10, 15 minutes ago, and they were only 7, 10 minutes long. So we got Captain Bablo Mike. We got Mr. Vinny in here with BNS 6951. Mr. Jack Jack's in here, and I'm sure he's going to be a good little boy today, not cause any havoc. And we got Brock Reimer, Craig Mason, Shadow Claw. That chat's going a little fast for me. There's Brad Reamer. Indian Head Valley Railroad. Hi, Sparky. Hello, sir. How are you? Thought you had things to do on Wednesday nights. Professor Grimm, another gentleman I haven't seen for a bit. And I'm hoping you can make your way down in October to see Chuck anyway. What was I thinking there, Vinny? 13th to the 19th, I think. So, Professor Grimm, if you want to meet up or something, and Vinny's going to be there too, just send Vinny a message there. Maybe he can tell you what day he's planning on heading over to see Chuck, because that's part of my plan there, heading over and seeing Chuck, the River Valley Railroad. Yeah, it's the 13th to the 19th, I believe. I'm going to be in Phoenix, so that should be a good time. Nancy Jones, hello, how are you? I say thank you very much for that gift that you sent me with the buildings in it. That's awesome, and it is perfect. Just got to change the staircase on the switch tower, that's all. But that's going to come out really cool. So, yeah, I know, man. Saturday, September 1st is my new live stream show. That's for Model Railer. So the only thing you got to get rid of, buddy, is that fan that's going around and around and around. Oh, my God, you make me ill. Ha ha. Just kidding, of course. It's kind of a catch thing for you. EJ and Jeff. G'day. How are you? Kansas City Rail Fan. NNW 475. So it looks like everybody's doing pretty good. What do we got in here? 28. That's not too bad. I know you guys are just stopping in to see if I'm going to cut myself again, because I want to take the hook horn couplers off this thing. And I was looking for it too. I don't know why it is. I should do this like the night before. I was looking for my Katy locomotive, and of course I can't find it. It's like missing in action. I don't think it's downstairs in the basement, but anyway, I went to a train show and I found Katy stock car, Katy box car, tank car, and a caboose. But they all have hook and horn couplers. But because I have the locomotive, I want to run a Katy train behind it. So sometime tonight, I'm going to put this on this. And as you can see, it's not open. I haven't tried this yet. I watched a couple videos on it. It doesn't look very hard. So I'm pretty sure I can do it. But that's later. That's later, eh? John Dilly, how are you, sir? It is so quiet in here. So gotta make a little bit of noise for John Dilly. And I believe John Dilly was also saying something about going to Phoenix. Might be planning around October 13th to the 18th. And if everything goes the way it might go, because last time I went to Phoenix, we didn't tell anybody I was going. We kind of hinted about I was taking a trip, but Vinny didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody, and then I just showed up. But now everybody's getting to know October 13th to 19th and going down to visit with Vinny. So, Vinny, maybe we're going to have to plan a day that we're just going to have a model train party and invite everybody over to your house and party. I'll bring the light. Nancy Jones says, I'm glad you liked the gift. Will be used instead of sitting here because you went to N scale. That's too bad. But it'll be used for sure. I'm going to get all that stuff put right out there on my yard limits and stuff. So, and I've been looking for a BX tower. Well, I call it the BX tower because that's what it's called in St. Thomas, Ontario, is the BX tower. But that's all it is a switching tower. And looks just like the one that you sent me. So, a little bit of paint on it, and I'm going to be good to go. I'm going to like it too. Go via CN Ontario. What's up, Dave? G'day, sir. How are you doing? And Craig Mason, hey guys, thanks for the subs. I'm trying to sub to your channels. Well, let's start this out a little bit different. We got 31 people in here right now, and the biggest thing is don't spam your channel, right? Don't say sub to me, sub to me, sub to me, because I got a couple moderators in here tonight, and after you say it once or twice, they kind of start clicking on your name and putting you in timeout and stuff. But just so we can start off just a little bit different tonight, tell me how many subscribers you guys have on your channels right now. Because I have 1949, so I'm one away from 50. I need one more for 1950. It's like, oh, pout. But so we got John Daly has 179. Troublemaker 12 has 214. Jack has 302. Nancy Jones 973. NNW 1,713. Go VSCN Ontario has 100. I'm going to miss a couple here. It's going too fast. Captain Bablo Mike has 75. Indian Head, sorry, buddy, missed it. Just went off the screen. So Ron Pisco, how are you doing, sir? I thought I made you a moderator. What happened? Did you quit? Ron Pisco has 131. Hey, there is Sparky 0566. I like that name right there. And that is somebody new to the channel. He says 1950, he says. Well, he's new to my live streams anyway. So Sparky 0566. So say hello again there, my friend. Maybe you can get a couple more subscribers here. John is saying hello to Vinny. Do-it-yourself Digital Railroad has 448. You think I put my laptop a little more over here so I'm actually looking at the screen all the time, but I'm looking at this screen. You guys, I don't know, you want to see my face all the time? Probably not. You guys can probably hear my little girl in the background. She just got home tonight. She is so happy to be here. I'm telling you, she's just so much more relaxed. So there he is again, Sparky 0566. Hello again. So guys, if you're not subscribed to that gentleman's channel, check him out. He has gone through a few layouts, and he tried to do some fish. I think he's still doing some fish, but he's going to try an N-scale layout. I don't know why people keep going N-scale. Like, is there something wrong with HO? I can see this. You guys keep getting into N-scale, and it's like it's about that big. I don't get it. But maybe you guys can fill me in on that one. So, Troublemaker 12, I'm good, thanks. So am I, sir. Redbird Tony, how are you doing, sir? 2010, it's cool. Kyle Stevens, there's a name I don't think I've seen in a live chat. And Ron's Trains and Things popping in to say hi. That's kind of cool. So, oh, where is it? I lost it. Now, I have a Patreon page too. It's Patreon and all that stuff, but it's Sparky107107. It's kind of humorous. If you read mine, you don't really have to do anything with it. But Ron's Trains and Things has a Patreon page, and if you go to that and take part of it, and I'm not trying to promote Ron's Trains and Things because he's already got 10,000 subscribers. He doesn't need any more. But you become a patron, he gives you a mug and a T-shirt. So, of course, I got my T-shirt on tonight just because it's me. But I like his mug. It's kind of cool. So, just something to think about if you guys are really into some people's channels and they have Patreon. Do check it out. Kind of help some of the people out that might need it. ESP Mike, hey Sparky, hey, how are you doing, sir? And I really didn't mean to promote Ron's channel like that, or Patreon actually, but it is a way to help out some modelers if they got it. Check it out. And I know Vinny, BNSF6951, is in here. And he's saying hello to a lot of people, and a lot of people know him too. And what's he do on his page? He's got not eBay, but he's got something else. What is it, Vinny? Now that I don't know why I do live streams, I keep forgetting everything I want to talk about. But Vinny's got this thing you go on to and you can buy stuff on it. Amazon, that's what it is. Pretty sure it's Amazon. Yeah, there it is. Thanks, Container Man. So Vinny's got the Amazon page link on his channel. You go and you're going to buy something off Amazon anyway. Use Vinny's link, and then he gets a little bit of a kickback for it. I think it's like 3%, something like that. But just another way that you can help somebody out. So Cheryl Crow, how are you doing tonight? And Cheryl, did you get that locomotive running on your layout? And how easy is the NCE system to hook up if you've done it yet? I'd like to know, and maybe a few other people would like to know how easy NCE system is compared to Digitrax. See, I'm just starting all kinds of fights tonight. N scale, HO scale, NCE, Digitrax. We could go on forever. 12-hour live stream. So I finally got my train from Canada. Yeah, I was going to let you message me another time if you didn't get it yet, and then I was going to talk to Jeff for you, but I was pretty sure you were going to get it. So out of the 1,000 miles away chaps and pages of feeds are great, and I take my hat off to you guys, and that was Craig Mason. So he takes his hat off to all you guys and gals. So the Sparky there, it sounds weird me saying that, but Sparky0566 I think posted a video today, and it was him getting his new N-scale locomotives, putting them on the track and trying it out. And I just wrote it down. I kind of wanted to throw the gentleman a bit of a shout out just because he's getting started again in trains. So hopefully a few of us can subscribe to him and make him stay in the hobby this time instead of going to fish. Uh-oh, starting another fight, going to fish. Jeepers, I got nothing good to say about anything, do I? Dang it. And another channel that I was just checking out through the week, Brandon Railway 6920. He does HO scale, and I believe he's just starting out. I think when I checked out his channel, he had like 6 subscribers or followers. So if you guys want to check him out, Brandon Railway 6920. And it was pretty good. Like nothing to write home about. Basically, like I said, he's just starting out. But we all start out, and we all need everybody's help. So hopefully, maybe he'd show up tonight. I kind of mentioned that I had this live stream, and he could pop in and say hi to people. And Joe G's here. How are you, sir? I am not going to say Joe G's in the house, because you're in your own house, probably in the firehouse. Maybe that's what people mean. Joe G's in the firehouse. Or firehouse whiskey house. Maybe that's a good one. Wild Hair Hobbies. Mr. Eric is here. I'm growing carrots and making little black marbles. Well, don't eat the marbles and don't play with the carrots. How's that? Best advice I can give you, sir. Oh, I'm in the firehouse now. So is everybody watching or just you? Because if it's everybody, then I'm going to get nervous and all of a sudden think I have like all these people watching me, and I might forget what to say and clam all up and just kidding. I'm just talking to a camera. Don't know if anybody's really there. Ron Pisco, there's a hair on my screen. Well, I really thought you were a moderator. You could have kicked the hair out of the screen, off the screen. So one big thing I like to start out with the chats. Maybe I get a little bit closer to the channel, the camera, the channel, too. But has anybody got anything they want to talk about train-wise? Having any problems with their layouts, buildings? We got 38 people in here that can help you out. Well, 37, I might not be able to help you out. So, but any questions at all, this is a good place to throw them out there on the chat as I'm lifting up my table and throwing it for a loop. I'd hate to spill that on live TV. Get my legs out from under it. Gee whiz, I'm getting blitzed on gin and beers, and it's only 15 minutes in the UK. Woohoo! That'd be a late night for me. So you never made me moderator, Sparky. Well, maybe soon. You have to earn it. Maybe that's what it is. So getting close to being finished with my yard. That's good, Vinny. So are you getting a little bit excited? That's what, maybe a little over a week away that you're going to have all that company? And holy cow, Joe G's just going crazy trying to say hi and big text to everybody, and it didn't work. So, ha. Try again. Maybe do one at a time. So, why is N scale so much better than every other scale? Because when you step on it, it doesn't hurt as much. That's all I got. N scale is better maybe because it takes up a little less room, but that's not true. Let's throw that out there for a second. People say N scale takes up less room, but it doesn't really take up less room because my room's 18 by 22. I'm still going to fill it. I just get more of it, but you still can't see it. So what's the sense of having it? Go HO. Small local guy pops in and says hello. Train guy 56. Good one, Sparky. Hey. Got to throw our punches in there too, right? SP Black Widow. And track 10 trains rail fanning. Hey, man. Hey, dude. And I had the funds to do it over. What would you do differently? If you're asking me what I'd do differently, I'd have to start with a bigger basement. And that goes right back to a lot more funds. But I think that's always the case. You guys, in my case anyway, I think it's pretty much everybody. You get a layout in a room and you always want it bigger, right? So in some people's cases, they can take out part of the wall or take out a stair, run their trains through steps and walls and things like that. Now they got 2 rooms full of trains, but fortunately my basement is my basement. That's it. But never know. I might get bigger someday in the future. Got to make the wife happy first and build her a shed for her woodworking stuff. Then I'm allowed to talk to her about making a 40 by 16 shed, putting a train layout in it. Nothing else, just trains. I think that's fair. Personally, I don't know. What would I do with all my HO equipment if I went to N scale? You would hold a silent auction and give it all away to nice people that you know and come and visit you in October. How's that for an answer? So, why is Ron's trains and things here? Because he knows you're here, Wild Hair, and he wanted to be close to you again. Yeah, some people get their spare bedroom. That's always a good place too. The other thing I get is there's a couple people here from the UK, but how much different is that from North America to the United Kingdom? They all do their layouts in the attic, whereas we insulate our attics and board them all off so we never go in them again. So I think that's just different societies for sure. Snuffles, got them. Oh dear. So everybody knows my live stream is tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern. Oh, hold on. Somebody else knows about my live stream too. Who is that? See if this works.
Hi, I'm Daniel Coombs from What's Eat This Week with Again Patterson. You're watching Sparky 107's live feed at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
I just like throwing that one in there. Daniel Coons has his own channel too, Union Pacific Railfan for Life. And of course, if you really want to see him, he is on the Ken Patterson Show every week. And he's getting to be quite the regular and quite popular kid on there too. So everybody's always asking for Daniel. So because I got that clip and he did that for me, I like throwing it out there every once in a while. Normally I forget. So my show, like I said, it's tonight. Vinny has a show. BNSF 6951 every Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern. Vinny does his stream. I think next time he is going to be actually building a little shed so we can put in our backyards of our layouts houses. So little tool sheds are about yay big by yay big. So that should be a good build for everybody to do. We're just going to need a little bit of styrene, some glue, a pair of scissors. You never know. I never got the notification. That seems to be the YouTube thing. Like a couple of people that I subscribe to, they like going live too. And then I just happened to, I think it was Container Man the other day told me somebody was live. I get there, and when he finally finished his live stream, the notification came up a minute later that he was live. I'm like, and that was TSG Multimedia. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, why would they wait that long? So they've got some kind of a problem with their algorithm for sure. So Steve Brown Track Smack Saturdays at 7 a.m. Pacific time. So I believe that was 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 o'clock, I think, is Eastern for his. He puts on a pretty good show, too. It's only a half hour long. Talks pretty good. Talks pretty fast. And always has a good joke to say, too. So sometimes he talks about trains. Sometimes. So what we're kind of all here for is to see if I can cut myself. So like I said, hook and horn coupler on this old stock car. I really like it just because the door's open on it. Maybe I can stop talking now and get rid of these sniffles. So I'm getting rid of this hook and horn coupler, and I'm going to put a body mount coupler on it. So we got that. Get rid of this little piece of paper over there. Now, the thing with lifelike stuff, and what was the other brand? Oh, Tyco, that's right. You guys can throw it up in the chat now. Tyco, lifelike. I can remember when I was a kid going into the store, and it was Leisure World here in Canada, and they had all those nice blue boxes, blue and white boxes, and I just root through every one of them, and they were like $2.99, $3.99, the most expensive one, and you just about lost your top when you saw one that was $5.99. Way too expensive, right? But my favorite ones back then were stock cars, obviously, because I do like them. But one I remember the most is the old white Swift car. You get it in every train set that you bought. It was an old box car with Swift on it. I have two of them, and of course I can't find those either. So what cars do you guys remember growing up and going to the store and buying for $2.99? Like, which ones did you fall in love with? Another one I fell in love with, and you guys got to remember this one, was the old bulkhead flat car with the wood load on it that I can't, of course, could do this a lot better when I was a kid too. How did I do that? Yeah, wrecked it. Worst load you could ever get for one of these things. Like, not even close to realistic. But again, I had a train show and I seen that, and I'm just like, I gotta have it. I had like 2 or 3 of these when I was a kid. Running them around, thought they were just the best car in the world. See through the ends. And again, hook and horn. So that one I got to change at some point too. So if I get good at it tonight, maybe I can do a few more. But that was one of my favorite cars that I got back then. And you guys got to remember this one too. Come in train sets all the time. The old Dutch cleanser car. Really, really light car. So you got to add some weight to this one too, obviously. But again, like the old cars are just, the paint jobs and stuff they had on them were just so cool. And you can still go to the old train shows now, and the old cars, they're still like $2.99, $5.99. You can pick up 5 for $20. That's not bad. And of course, then I seen this one and thought of somebody right away, and maybe I'll change the couplers on this and the wheels and mail that away to one of my followers. The only thing I got to find is a little smokestack on the top of that one. And I'm going to have a question for you guys at the end of this, so keep that in mind. Little tank car, Gonna have a question for sure. So some of the stuff we're gonna need: some wheels, metal wheels, because these ones are all plastic. And with that, you can go to Micro Mart, and this is a little wheel reamer. So you put that in, you take the wheels out, put that in. I'll show you guys how to use it. Spin it around, it cleans it out, makes it a little bit bigger. We're obviously going to need some new coupler boxes and couplers. So we got a pack of those, so I can do one. And of course, we're going to need a knife. And something to cut the coupler box off with. Hello all. Hey Lance, how are you doing? Solo contracting. Kyle, you're welcome. Sub back. That's good, guys. Everybody sub everybody. And a couple little screwdrivers. I got a Phillips and I got a slot, just because I don't know what we're going to get into here. So, do I need anything else? Not yet. So, getting right into this. Spin this around. Maybe that'll brighten things up. So, getting rid of the trucks is easy. Maybe. So there's one. There's two. Yep, that's gone. And one thing to check out when you guys are doing this is this part right here and here. Obviously, they have to be flush with each other. So the coupler box will sit on there nice and flat. And this one is, so I lucked out. I didn't have to take my knife and ream that, like kind of whittle it down. Practice on a piece of wood first, maybe. So we're going to take the truck. I'm going to take the wheels out of it because they're plastic pieces of junk. The wheels, they get all the guck and goo on them and hair and put it all over your rails and make things dirty. So we want metal wheels on there. But now the wheels are missing. Hook, coupler, hook and horn. I'm going to lose an eye. Watch this. How do you get in there? Oh, jumping doolittles. Ha! That was easy. A little snip and it's gone. Trim it out a bit. That's not bad. Okay. Hopefully that's the hard part. Do one at a time here. Take the new wheels. Am I on the camera? And the blind guy is going to try to hit a small little hole. Awesome. There we go. So when you put the wheels, the new wheels in, a lot of times you're going to find they're a little stiff. And in that case, you might want to check to make sure you actually hit the hole. So as you can see, that one's pretty stiff. Well, you guys can't see. I should move these down so you can actually see what I'm doing, I guess. So it rolls, but it doesn't roll great. So that little tool, these might be a little bit bigger actually, but take those back out. Fight with it even more. There we go. So the little reamer tool that I was showing you guys earlier looks like this. And can't show it too much. There, you can see it. But it looks like it's got a little bit of a blade on it. It's not sharp, but it's just enough of an edge. So you take this tool, where you're going to put the wheels, fits in the holes. Can't really see it because my camera's junk. Well, it's not junk, but so you put it in there and you just spin it around. And when you get that one done, you take it out and spin it around, go the other way without breaking it. And if your eyes are worse than mine, you might need a magnifying glass. Or a good pair of goggles anyway. Yeah. Or something. better fingers maybe. Okay, so we did that. Now we'll put the wheels back in. See if we got any better rolling. I don't think I do. Haven't poked myself yet either, so we're doing good. Well, it rolled better if I get it right in the hole. Who knows? Maybe I need a magnifying glass. Yeah, that's not bad. So there's that. Metal wheels. Find the hole. Boom. Anybody learning anything yet? Now the good part. Maybe I should open this first. We've got instructions, maybe. Okay. We've got, oh, be careful when you open the little package. It's got little itty bitty, teeny weeny, tiny. I mean, those are small. Can you see that? There's a spring on the end of that knife. So be careful when you open the package because those will go away on you pretty quick. So we need 2 couplers. And coupler boxes. There's a spring right there too. Well, they'll give you lots of springs. Hope I don't need them. Might have to actually look at the instructions soon. Okay, so coupler box. Bang. Bang. A little bit of flashing on it. Take that off. I missed anything yet? So I think they snap together. Probably only if you go cross-eyed or something. I don't know. Nope. That does not snap together. So, what else do I need? I've seen people use model glue on this, but it took forever to dry. So, oops. Well, there's lots of that. Crazy glue works for everything, including your fingers. Start taking bets now. Ooh. Yep, stuck to the finger right off the bat. Jeepers. I guess the big thing there is getting it in the center. Kind of looks like the center. Now, the one thing this package does not give you is obviously if there's a hole here, you need a screw to put it together. Parts container. And I don't have one of those pin vise things. So we're going big or going home. Right in the hole. And screw, coupler. The biggest thing about the couplers is you're working on it upside down, so you got to make sure the trip pin is pointing up. Not that I've ever done that, changing on some of my other stuff, but okay, I might have. Okay. Down there. Hope my hole I drilled is big enough. Come on. Come on. Maybe I need a bigger screwdriver. Not there yet. Maybe I need shorter screws. So put the screw in it. Seems to work. So that's one end. That was kind of easy, actually. Be nice if everything was this easy. So, take the box off. Trim off the flashing. Probably flashing doesn't matter that much, but can I do it twice in a row? A little bit of crazy glue. That went on fast. So, like I said, some people did use model glue. I figured crazy glue would be a lot faster, especially for a live stream. Seems to be. The drill seemed to work. One of these, one of those. Let's see if I can do this again. Now, could you guys imagine trying to do this to an N-scale locomotive or a box car or tank car, any kind of car at an N-scale? I can barely see this. Really got to learn to do these straight. And not self-tapping. So it makes that just a little bit tougher. Excellent. One of those little springs is rolling away on me. Good thing my table is white. Okay, so we got 2 couplers done. Did it take an hour? Hard to do an hour live stream if things aren't going to take an hour. Hold jumping. Of course, we're not quite done yet. Plastic wheels, Gandhi. Just snaps right off there. Maybe that's because the plastic's so old. I'm not sure. But do be careful when you guys are doing that. Cover it up with your fingers or wear eye protection. That always helps too. Now I got to try to find these little holes again. There we go. think I'm in a hole. If I'm not, it'll be a new one. It's okay for 5 of these cars for $20. I can get new trucks, I guess. What do you think? I'm pretty sure you can buy new trucks for them too. So. I don't think I've ever been this quiet on a live stream before. Oop, gotta do 2. The new quiet Sparky. Not sure I like it. So far, I'm going to have to say the hardest thing about doing this is seeing what you're doing. Getting this little tool in the little holes. But there is other tools you can buy to help yourself out with that. You might have to clean them out a little bit more, ream them a bit, but for live stream purposes. Oh dear. Don't break it now. We're almost there. All right. So you see that from the ends? That's kind of a good, I just put the end of the coupler box just over the edge. I think that's all right. So first thing we'll check, get rid of all this stuff that came out of the, remember that little spring I said was rolling across the table? It's on the floor now. So hope I don't need it. Now, this part better work, because if not, it's going to be a different live stream, I think. We got a car we're going to put on the wheat track. Maybe. Come on. Maybe I should have done this beforehand so we can see how good the plastic ones go. So, Katie coupler height gauge. Might have to get you guys a little bit closer. Hold on. What do you think? Pretty much bang on, smack on. And the other end, guess I could have just moved the track gauge. Might have been the smarter thing to do. Could be here all day doing this. Oh, there we go. Again, bang on. That is awesome. So old lifelike car. Changed the couplers. How long did it take us? Anybody keeping track of time? I wasn't. Yeah, baby. All right. So let's use my other favorite car. This one goes. You guys can hear the sound of that one too. That's kind of cool. Metal wheels do have a nice distinct sound. Well, plastic wheels don't roll bad, but they sure sound different. Oh, I think that's going to be the next project, but we did one for you guys on the live stream. Back you guys up now. You don't. Oh, this might get rough. There we go. Beaches up for a bit. So that's awesome. That didn't take any time at all. Was not hard at all. So I don't know. The biggest thing I like to say about all that is if I can do it, you can do it. Period. Because I get pretty fumbly when it comes to stuff like this. So, and like I said, my eyes aren't the greatest, and just a normal pair of glasses, I got her done. So not very hard at all. So I guess to make it even a bit better, you could grab some metal grab irons and stuff and Put those on there. You can make that a really top-notch car for probably $5. Because how much were these things? Well, never mind. $8.29 Canadian is what this cost me. Comes with 4 Katie knuckle couplers. And how many of those things did it come with? Oh, 4. So, yeah, enough for 2 cars. That's not bad. Lots of little springs. I have no idea what they're for. So, and then wheel packs. They come in sets of 8 or 10. I just bought some Rapido ones. And this little wheel gauge thing for cleaning that out, I think was $10 at Micromart. And plastic wheels. What am I going to do with those now? Recycle them, I guess. Anybody need hook and horn couplers and boxes? Because I could probably get there shortly and mail those out too. I know some people are still into that stuff, so. But that was excellent. Very, very nice. I can't wait to do it to this car now too. That's going to be cool. So, now it's time for Sparky to put the wrong spring in the coupler. Well, I hope not, because they come with the springs in them. Are you supposed to put another one on there? I've never done these before, so if you guys know something I don't, because those close up, they open and close, and they go back and forth. So I don't know why they give you extra springs, except for that little one that's like you guys can't see it. So if you guys ever deal with Katie knuckle couplers, and I know you end scale guys probably don't have that, but there's a little spring in there that keeps it shuts the jaw on it, right? So of course now I'm doing that and I push it over, it sticks. But so those plastic wheels could be used with a nice scrap load for a gondola. Yeah, you could paint them up. That'd be perfect. Never thought of that actually. You put some little metal and grind paint on there and some rust and stuff. Yeah, those would look awesome. Anybody see what I did with them? Yeah, imagine that. They're gone. Yeah, that's one thing you could do with them. I was really impressed, though, that it actually matched up with the coupler height gauge. Like, it was bang on. So, that's cool. I thought for sure I was going to have to get some of those little rubber shims and stuff out. Okay, that's garbage. That goes away, away, away. Oh, there's one of the couplers. I don't know. I'll find them later. Somewhere. Oh, found them. Yeah, I can see that. You'd just take the little nubs off the end there, file them down so they're not so pointy. Actually, take them right off. Real trains don't have little knobs on the end of them. Yeah, paint those up. Perfect. What a great idea. I like that one. Very cool. JP Videos is here. Hey, how are you, sir? So that pretty much finished that. I got to get longer projects. That's just it. Things are just too easy, or I got to look for harder projects. Maybe that's it. So, hey, nice cup. Thanks. See this one? All the words rubbed off of it. So, all you guys that signed my coffee cup last time, well, it went through the dishwasher and all gone. So I'm gonna have to meet up with all you guys again and get you to sign a different cup. I don't know why I put it through the dishwasher though. So, but just kidding, of course. I do have the cup from Steamtown. That'll never hit a dishwasher, that's for sure. Love it. First meet and greet. That was cool. So the question I was going to ask you guys, tank car. Now, I've got a couple of these that I liked before, and they were nice, shiny, metal-looking ones that said Shell on the side of it. The trucks come off the same. That's fine. But where would you put the coupler box on this then? Like that's not even at all. That's got a big dent on it. Like protrudes quite a bit right there. So, and so is the railing on the outside actually. So, but they look like they'd be a lot more work to do a tank car and get body mount couplers on those. So has anybody ever done some of these, and how did you do them? Like, did you build that section up there or just put the coupler box across it and that was fine? And then when you do that, like you guys saw them, and those screws that I used there, they came out of some older box cars and stuff. But where would I put the screw then? Because that coupler box would be right there. So to put the drill through that, I don't think it would work. So that one is going to be a project all on its own. Of course, I'll get to come back and read the comments later, and maybe you guys will tell me how to actually do that one. But it would be nice to actually do a couple of these tank cars too. Because I know the Shade Tree Fix-It man, when I first got into the hobby, and he knew I didn't have a lot of stuff, so he asked me, he said, Dave, can I send you a box full of train stuff that I'm not using on my layout? So he sent me about 10 cars and that old station that I've got in the back behind me that you guys can't see anymore. And a couple old locomotives. He sent me that rainbow one, which I thought was just the neatest thing. It doesn't run, but it just looks kind of cool. So probably use it for parts or something someday when I need it, if I need it. But good gesture from the Shade Tree Fix-It man. Shouldn't say gesture, but helped me stay in the hobby and get me going a little bit more. So that was the project for today. Shane Gates' girlfriend. Here, how to fix it. Just get a Lego train. Well, there's always that aspect too. And I guess some of the people were saying, and I've seen a couple of videos of the train show, and the Lego layouts were just amazing, they said. And the one I seen in Springfield was just really cool too. Like the buildings that they do and the stuff for their train layouts are very big. But I imagine like Lego is so much money. I think Lego would be more than an actual train, model train, DCC even. So up to 45 people, that's a pretty good thing. Hopefully I taught somebody something today. Taught myself something that I can do it. You just got to try. Put your feet forward and try to do it. Get her done. If all you do is fail, that's fine. There's lots of people here you can ask questions to. So what was it? You guys see I'm wearing my t-shirt, my original t-shirt, but I did get my new ones in, and I do have a video up of it. So there is the new one. I'm sporting gray now because people kept telling me it's going to be a little bit cooler if you do gray. So gray, Sparky 107 has seen on YouTube, but what I really like is the back. I think that turned out awesome just for the fact that the GP38 is blue. Now everybody knows I like Conrail. If you didn't know before, I like Conrail. Yeah. So check out my t-shirt video, guys. And if you want one, just leave me a message right there in that video. And I'm going to order probably in about a week and a half. I'll put the order in for as many as people want. Plus, I want to, my ex-wife wants one. My son wants one. Vinny's hasn't told me he wants one yet. Vinny hasn't told me he wants one yet. Anyway, I'm sure he does. Okay, so we'll go back to the chat for a little bit, and then we'll probably call it a night. 7:55, so I got 5 minutes left of an hour-long stream. But if we go a bit over, that's just peachy too. Are you going to the next Big E train show, Sparky? I do believe I am. So I'll talk to Ron Perry about that and see if he wants to go back down. I know he likes bumping into a couple people he met down there, and he's made some pretty good friends. So I can drop them off on their doorsteps, and then I'm hoping to take a couple days when I'm down there, and I'd like to meet Tom at his house and get to see what his layout is like and see if I can actually fit under his mountain, because they all walk under it, but I'm a little bit taller than he is. So, but I think that'd be kind of, yes, Vinny, I see you, buddy. But yeah, I'm planning on going, and I'm planning on stopping by Ethanville Bro 420's place and checking his stuff out. Maybe steal a couple of his trees. So that should be good. And when's the next big NMRA conference going to be again? So this one was in St. Louis. Does anybody know where next year's is? So Container Man, I think you know where it is, or have heard anyway. So try to talk to my brother to make it up to the Big E. That'd be cool, Ron. Like the Springfield, I think, was 7.5 hour drive for us, but wasn't that bad. It's basically I cross over the border. I think it was the I-75. I might be wrong because it was a while ago. And zip straight on down, all the way there. So one highway, the whole trip. So I liked it. 2019 National is in Salt Lake City. Okay, is that closer to me or farther? Because I have no idea where Salt Lake City is. See, I am starting fights everywhere. Top stream, bud. Thank you, sir. Okay, so I guess that's it for me. Pretty much got it. So the way I started the show, I guess, is the way we can end the show. We're going to go from my show a couple days later. So Friday, we're all going to meet again at Vinny's show, BNSF 6951. That's at 8 o'clock Eastern. And watch what he's doing. And again, I'll chat. Now's a good time, guys. If you want to take a minute, throw up your channel, how many subscribers you got, and ask people to subscribe to you. Or why people's names are floating by. If you don't recognize one, click on it. Go subscribe to them. Now's a good time because I'm about to wrap it up and say good night, everybody. Hey, Vinny, so do I. So I like to keep them down to about an hour. That way we all can kind of, I don't know. If it's only an hour, you know you're here. And if you got things to do, you can wait till I'm done because you know I'm going to be done in about an hour. So not too bad. The Big E is always in Amherst. Yes, it is. Sounds like a really, really big truck outside, which is weird because it's a back street. So, but hey, people get lost all the time. Union Central System, 296. Ron Piskel's at 131. Cheryl Crow has 95. And she has a brand new NCE DCC system and a DCC Conrail locomotive to run on it. So she's going to be someone to stay tuned to. Ethanville Bro's got a big smiley face. He must have heard me say something about going to his place. Huh. I was going to try to keep that a secret, but. Bruce Giroux, how are you, sir? Late again. I know, right at the tail end, buddy, but that's okay. Weber Model Railroads, 556. Craig Mason getting there at 95. Nancy Jones at 974. Gaming Bro Tube Higher. Wonder if I should have read that one. BNSF 6951 has to say good night, everybody, but he's at 2,992. And if you don't know who that is, that's Vinny. And he's the gentleman I'm going down to Phoenix for a week. And I'm going to shack up with him, run some of his trains, and then we're going to take off. We're going to go to Eric's layout, I believe, Chuck Baker's layout, Joe G's layout. And while I'm there, I've got my Wednesday night live stream that we're going to try to do. And we've got his Friday night live stream that we're going to try to do while I'm there. So they should be interesting. Hastings BNSF N-Scale Modeler, 218. Troublemaker 12 has 219. All right. Ethan Brill, bro, I will not tell the wife. Oh, you better tell her. She's doing all the cooking. You're doing the barbecue, and she's doing the cooking, and I'm doing the running of trains. So the kids and I will have a lot of fun while you guys are doing all that other stuff. Spokane Northern, goodbye at 149. Kevin Brown's got 36 subs. I still got 43 people here, so we can get you up a little bit. LS3 Jack. That was a good night, all. Thank you. I kind of liked it. Like I said, I was kind of surprised how well that went. I really got to have allergies to live streams, I'm telling you. No, I am. I'm very, very impressed at how easy that actually was. So, but I will say that if you guys are going to do that, this project, get Crazy Glue to do it. And that was the smallest drill bit I had in my case. So maybe self-tapping screws would be good to actually hold those on there. But woohoo! Just like a sports car. Whoa! So, okay, everybody. I had a lot of fun tonight, and it was great hanging out with you guys. Hopefully I didn't miss too much of the chat, but I'll check it out again once this all gets loaded up. What's your favorite cheese to enjoy with crackers? Colby. And if you can actually find Colby cheese nowadays, how come Colby cheese is so hard to find? I don't get that. So thanks, Sparky. It's a good show later all. Thank you, Kevin Brown. And yes, I need to correct my calendar reminder. Well, YouTube seems to be a little late reminding people that live streams and stuff are on too. So, but hey, what do you think? Well, you guys can't see it. I put those two together. I thought it looked kind of cool. So, can't wait to do all my Katie stuff, get my Katie train up and running on the layout. Just got to find the locomotive. Like, how do you lose a whole SD70 Ace? I don't get that. So, but anyway, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. So, good night, everybody. And great show. Loved it. Loved hanging out with you guys. And like I said, hopefully at least one person out there learned something tonight. And, well, hey, I learned something tonight. Not hard fix. So, I guess it was a success. Say that one 5 times fast. No, don't. All right, guys. Going to sign off for now. Thanks for joining me. And see you on the next live stream at Vinny's. And that's going to be on Friday. So we'll talk to you then.